So I suppose my question to you is, why don't we have physical education that looks like what I've just described? Because when we look at the national curriculum in a bit more detail in the next couple of slides, it gives us the opportunity to do that. And I suppose my criticism of teachers nowadays is how many of them actually look at the curriculum and understand it. So it's our interpretation of it. And if you go back 10 years or 5 years, the national curriculum was very, very rigid and structured. And it basically said, right, this is how PE must be taught. These are the activities that you must teach. So we had to teach it in a particular way. And we had to teach particular activities such as, so games meant rugby or football or basketball for boys, and it meant hockey or netball for girls. Whereas nowadays, games can be interpreted in any different way. There's certain outcomes that you need to hit, but as long as you hit those outcomes, you can deliver it how you like. So I think we've got the opportunity to be innovative with PE, to try and engage young children better, to try and motivate them better and try and develop these attitudes. And I suppose that's what I'm trying to get across to you guys, is that if your coach is going into schools and you've got no understanding or appreciation of the national curriculum, then you're not really fulfilling your job as a sports coach. And the school are not really fulfilling their obligation to delivering high quality PE. So I think for me, one of the key messages is whatever you deliver nowadays, it needs to be relevant to young children. It needs to engage them in what they want to do, rather than, remember what we talked about in previous weeks about coach-centered or teacher-centered. It's not about what you want to deliver and how you want to deliver it. It's about engaging young children in physical education and school sport. And we want young children, I've talked about self-determination before, and I'll talk about it a bit more in future weeks, but kids will engage as long as they have got self-determination. So they need autonomy. So they need to have some responsibility in what they're doing. You need to give them opportunity to be autonomous, to make decisions, to solve problems, to ask questions, to answer questions, to come up with ideas. Your lessons need to have a purpose, right? Is it relevant? Is it related? Am I interested in this? Can I see the relevance of doing it? And you need to give them an opportunity to become masters, or what we call competent or mastery. So they can do the skill, and they recognise they can do the skill. They develop what we call self-competence. If they develop all of that, they become self-determined. So they're going to do something because they want to do it and they see the benefit and the purpose of doing it. And hence they'll engage. So 21st century teachers or coaches have got to possess the skills to develop 21st century young children. So you do need to be relevant, you do need to be related in how you deliver the national curriculum. Okay, so just quickly then, just going to touch on the new national curriculum for PE. So this is what's coming in England. Wales is currently going through a review, and within the next couple of months the curriculum will be decided for Wales. And like I said, one of the areas is physical education, and that's moved away from being called physical education. It's going to be called health and well-being. Yeah, I'm just going to go through the national curriculum in England. And I just want you can do this as a task, or you can just do this as a discussion, or you can just listen to the key points that I make. But what I want you to think about is, I want you to look at the new curriculum for PE in England. I just interpret what you think and why you think that for each stage. You know, what are the key messages that you get from each key stage? Why has it been designed in that particular way?